Yo, what's up, guys? So I can't be the only one who's thought about this, but after losing 30 pounds, I realized that you only have to lock in for one season, once. That's all it takes for you to get in shape and stay in shape. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Kyrene. I've been lifting for over 7 years now. I started off as a relatively skinny kid. I was around like 130 pounds. But after putting in that work, after locking in, learning the ins and outs of the gym, and finding out what worked for me, I was able to build a stronger, better physique that I'm honestly pretty proud of right now. I'm currently on a cut right now, so we're trying to get down to like 175, maybe 180 pounds. Currently about like 185, but I want to be shredded, and that's my goal currently. So I've worked hard at it, so I know what I'm doing, and I'm excited to give you guys some advice here. So, and I definitely want to start doing more raw videos for you guys. So I'm going to try and keep the edits minimal, and I want to try and do daily videos as well. So I'm glad to see you guys on this journey with me. Like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe for some more, and let's get into it. So what changed for me ultimately was I had to try and stop being consistent forever and instead be consistent for one specific season of my life. Now, if you watch Hamza, he's another YouTuber. He makes a lot of good content. He talks about being in a specific season of your life. We'll have different seasons. One season may be your dating season of life. Another one may be your fitness season, your spirituality season. Currently, if you're in your fitness season of your life, this is exactly how you're going to stay in shape, by locking in for one season. And what nobody tells you about locking in for this season is that once you are already in shape, bro, it is so easy to stay in shape, because getting in shape in the first place is the hardest part for most people. That was the hardest part for me as well. But once you're already at that point, you are no longer starting from zero. So any progress you want to make, you want to continue with, you want to maintain, it is smooth sailing from that point on out. Now look, obviously it's not super easy. You still have to try hard, and if you have bigger aspirations for yourself, such as becoming a fitness coach or trying to compete, it's going to take a higher level of discipline for you to reach that. But if you're just the average everyday gym goer, you're working a 9 to 5, you come home at 6 o'clock, you're tired, the couch beats the gym, you just have no desire to go. Bro, locking in for one season is what it's going to get you those habits and instill them to make sure that you stay locked in and you stay in the best shape of your life. Now look, a lot of people, they try to do these things and they try to do it quickly. They want to take shortcuts. What you need to realize is that shortcuts will not instill the habits inside of you that will keep you in shape for the rest of your life. Look, GLP-1s, retatrutide, all these peptides, they will get you short-term satisfaction, but you are ultimately sacrificing your future and your longevity by doing such short-term things, because ultimately habits are what's going to keep you consistent. Your habits. And look, it only takes 2 weeks to build a sustainable and consistent habit for yourself. And most people can't even get past 1 week. Like for me, when I was starting out, there was no way I could stay consistent. Honestly, I was starting to lose hope at a certain point, because during that time I was in school, right? I would go to school, and during my school periods, that like 4-month period of school, I would never actually go to the gym. I would only lock in during summer, and then when school started back up, I would just be preoccupied with other things. And it wasn't until I got to college and I met other like-minded people who had these same interests, who had the same desires, that I was able to hold myself accountable and stay consistent with the gym. And that's when everything changed for me, and it'll probably change for you as well. So find some people who you can consistently count on to keep you accountable and go to the gym. Look, it is just like anything. We're humans, right? We naturally want to be around people. We are habitual creatures who love to have social connection. And if you can find genuine friends, they don't even have to be genuine, honestly. As long as you can find close friends who can help you with the gym, who can keep you consistent, that is what it'll take for you to stay in the gym and build a sick-ass physique, right? Like, I mean, look at the guns. Come on, bro. You don't get this by not working hard. You don't get this by doing nothing, by sitting on your ass. You get this by following a consistent plan and not guessing day in and day out, all right? And for you guys who are watching this video now, I'm currently working on a school community called Work to Weights. It's going to be for people who are working 9-to-5 jobs, who want to stay consistent and want a simplified structure that they can follow to stay in the gym and build a good physique. Because not all of us have the time to go to the gym day in and day out, spend hours and hours and hours in the gym. But look, you don't need to. That's the thing that people don't realize. You don't need to be in the gym for that long. All it takes is 30 to 40 minutes for 3 to 4 days a week, and just staying consistent. That is what it'll take to build that physique. And to help you guys better understand how to structure this season of your life, this is exactly how I would do it. So firstly, I would set out a plan. Set out a designated set period of time that you want to take out for this season. Now look, sometimes you can't predict how long the season's gonna take. But look, if you can set aside 90 days to 120 days, that's 3 to 4 months where you go all in. That is what you can use as the baseline, the outline for you to get through this goal, all right? Next up, you wanna figure out what workouts you're gonna do, all right? And it does not need to be complicated. It does not need to be complicated. 3 workouts: push, pull, legs. If you want to get a little more complex, you can add in a shoulder day. But push, pull, legs is the base, the foundation that has built my physique and has built so many of those famous influencers' physiques that you see day in and day out on social media. Now look, what I do is, instead of doing chest and triceps, I switched my program over to chest and biceps. After that, back and biceps? No, back and triceps. And the reason why I did that is because whenever you hit pushing movements, you're already hitting your triceps and you're fully exhausting them. When you hit back, you're hitting your biceps as well by doing those pulling movements. Like if you can see right here, if you pull, your biceps are being hit. You're pulling and the biceps are being hit. So it was just one small change that I did that allowed me to fast track my progress. And I want you guys to know that as well. And when it comes into leg day, just keep it simple, do the standard leg exercises, and I'll leave a guide down below as well for you guys. Going to be completely free. Just hit the link in the description. You'll see it in there. It is my realistic week of workouts that you can follow to stay consistent and finally lock in. So once you have the workout set, make sure you're doing cardio as well, all right? Cardio and abs, always super important, and I have that listed in there as well. But once you have that plan set, the next thing you need to do is just go. Don't hesitate, because that is what has stopped you for so long from going to the gym, is hesitation. You can't stop and think, because so many of us, including myself, we have analysis paralysis, analysis paralysis, which means that we overthink. We keep receiving information that we never actually act on. We have the illusion of choice. We have the illusion of knowing all this information and thinking we know how to act upon it, when in reality you don't. There's too much coming in one ear and coming out the other ear. So just go, don't overthink it. Pick out a good outfit that you can feel comfortable in. Find a few friends to even go with you. That makes it all the better. And just go. Just start today. That will change everything for you. And I know this video might kind of be a little bit of a ramble, but I just wanted to get something out there for you guys and spread this information that I feel like not a lot of people are talking about. People are overcomplicating fitness when it does not need to be overcomplicated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. You only need one locked in season to get in the best shape of your life. And I hope you internalize this information and use it to fast track your progress and get in the best shape of your life. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And if you want some help, in the description down below, click this free week of workouts. It's a realistic guide that you can follow to stay on track. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Mwah.